We've all been there, right? A friend, a family member, someone you care about is just going through it, and all you want to do is help. But what do you say? What do you do? It can be kind of paralyzing. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down one of the most powerful and honestly most overlooked ways to truly be there for someone.
So let's start with a little self-reflection. I want you to really think about this for a second. When you see someone you care about hurting, what is that gut reaction? You know, that immediate impulse that just kicks in. For most of us, that instinct is to jump in and try to fix things. And that instinct? It leads us right into something we can call the advice trap. Now, it comes from a great place. We just want to make their pain go away. But if we're being honest, it also comes from our own discomfort. Seeing someone in pain is tough, and offering a quick solution feels like a way to fix the situation and our own unease as fast as possible.
Do these sound familiar? Oh yeah, these are the greatest hits of the advice trap. We rush in with these little phrases thinking we're throwing them a lifeline. But a lot of the time, we're just putting a tiny bandage on a really deep wound. These phrases can accidentally shut the conversation down and make the person feel like their feelings are being minimized, all because we're trying to fast forward through the tough stuff. And this really gets to the heart of the disconnect. See, our instinct is all about doing something, giving solutions, offering advice, trying to fix the problem. But what they actually need is about being something, being a safe space where they can feel heard and supported with zero pressure to suddenly feel better. They're two totally different things.
Okay, so if jumping in with advice isn't the best first move, what is? Let's talk about a much more powerful strategy, one that's taken right out of the playbook of professional counselors. And the best part? It's simple, it's effective, and it's something absolutely anyone can learn to do.
And here's the core of it, the big secret. It's not about having the perfect thing to say or some master plan to fix everything. Nope. The most helpful, most impactful first step you can take is to just listen. And I don't mean just hearing them while you think of what you're going to say next. I mean active listening, with no judgment and no agenda.
Now, listening without judgment sounds nice, but what does it actually look like when you're in a real conversation? Well, we can actually break it down into a super simple 3-step guide that you can start using like today. So here they are. Step 1, listen more than you talk. Simple, right? Your main job is to understand, not to speak. Think of it like an 80-20 rule, where you're doing 80% of the listening. Step 2, acknowledge their feelings. You don't have to agree with them, just validate what they're feeling. Simple things like, wow, that sounds so frustrating, or I get why you'd feel that way. And third, and this one is the hardest, you have to fight that powerful urge to solve it. The solution can come later. The feeling just needs to be heard right now. So why is this so incredibly effective? What's going on under the hood psychologically that makes just listening more powerful than a bunch of advice? Well, it all comes down to a really deep human need that we all have, especially when we're struggling. Think about it like this. When someone is emotionally overwhelmed, their brain is basically in survival mode. The emotional part is firing on all cylinders, and it kind of hijacks the logical, problem-solving part of the brain. So trying to give them a 5-step plan at that moment, it's like trying to give driving directions to someone lost in a super thick fog. First, you've got to help them with the fog.
This is what clears that fog. Before anyone can even begin to think about solutions, they need to feel these 3 things. They need to feel heard, that their words actually landed somewhere. They need to feel understood, that someone gets why they feel the way they do. And they need to feel supported, that they're not in this thing alone. That feeling of connection is what calms the emotional storm and lets the fog start to lift.
So let's reframe this whole thing. This isn't just about being quiet. True listening is an active, compassionate, and brave thing to do. It's the gift of your focused attention. It tells them, I'm willing to sit here in the struggle with you, not just rush to pull you out of it. And as our source material says so powerfully, it is often the single most powerful form of helping there is. It's about connection, not correction. This isn't just some interesting idea, it's a real skill that can fundamentally change your relationships for the better. It builds so much trust and just genuinely helps people feel seen. So the question I want to leave you with is this. With this simple but super powerful tool in your back pocket, who will you truly listen to today?